Hey everybody, today I want to talk about one of my dad's favorite sayings when I was a kid. He'd say, son, if you want to eat, you got to work. And for most of us that resonates, and we understand that that's how you pay bills. You got to work and earn money. But what happens when you've sustained a TBI? Even a mild TBI, and of course there's nothing mild about it, is a lifelong consequence. And so when a person seems to undergo this transformation of how they think and how they process information, how on earth do they go back to work? And so when the physical complaints, and usually there are, physical problems associated with the TBI because it's usually a result of trauma, how do they function in a working environment, and how do they continue to function over time as their cognitive abilities either decline or change and things like that? So I thought it would be useful to discuss something that might be wholly unrelated to TBI, but in terms of working with the TBI, I think it's very, very relevant, and that is the Americans with Disabilities Act. And what that provides is a catch-all for people that have whatever might be classified as a disability. And over time, that list has grown and grown. So what the law requires of an employer is that as long as the employee can perform the essential functions of their job, that the employer is then tasked with making a reasonable accommodation to assist that person with a disability. So what does that mean to someone with a TBI? Number one, if there's litigation involved, of course, I would wait until the conclusion of the litigation to have it classified as a disability in terms of the Social Security Administration and things like that. And there's reasons that that can affect the litigation part of it, which I won't get into now. But at some point thereafter, to have that disability, and maybe not for purposes of receiving Social Security disability benefits, but perhaps for purposes of obtaining Medicare health coverage and then going to work, it's important because you can then relate to that employer that this person with the TBI can perform the essential functions of their job, but might need assistance from time to time. And that's really what I mean by this reasonable accommodation. So make sure you keep the employer in the loop. Of course, you want to disclose that if they're hiring a person with a TBI, because withholding that would be unfair. But any reasonable and responsible employer will understand the ADA, be well versed in it, and look at the assets of having a person such as your loved one working in their business and also doing the right thing under law by providing them with some assistance when they need it. I sure hope this video helps, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.